Alright, let's switch. Okay, so what you're going to look at here is the back fence of the property. That's the back fence. It's almost 2 acres. Now that over there, that's not this property. That tree stump on the right there, and that tree stump, or that tree on the left, that's where this property ends. That's the next door neighbor. He took down the fence over there to come in and help haul out the cars and trucks that used to be back here. These are a lot of walnut trees. There were a whole bunch more, but my neighbor came in and got all the vehicles out and scrapped them. That's how my mom got a new furnace before she died. I'm sorry, I'm not showing this very well. Here we go. This is the tree line for the back of the property. That's I think an old dilapidated chicken coop. I never really looked inside. And then I think back there is more of my neighbor's property too, I think. But anyway, it's almost 2 acres. It's a big place. There are naturally occurring raspberries. I think there's some blackberries. I've seen strawberries, but they're only ornamental. They're those little tiny ones that are just to look pretty. But the fruit's good. There's a couple of mulberry trees, and I like mulberries. There's the old barn that's falling apart. The house was built in the 40s. Yeah, he had, that used to be a whole, like a guest house or a second house, you know, but my mom's husband just let it fall into disrepair like the rest of the house as he added more and more stuff. There were lawnmowers and bicycles. There used to be, you see that thing sticking out from the house right there, that building that's added on. He'd bought a bunch of those. No, I don't want it. I just wanted it regular. Come on, just go to regular. There we go. That's regular. Okay. But anyway, he built a bunch of those. There was one here that ran from the barn out to here. That's why these piles are here, because there used to be these homemade buildings over them. That's what all of this is. The neighbor found people to buy the buildings, which helped me pay the bills for a while. There's another barn. Could be used as a garage. That thing's dead though. Falling apart. There's still some of his old junk left in there. Let me see his old oxyacetylene torch kit. Car parts. I lived in that thing for a year. No running water. Way back there, there's a hole in the ground. I don't know if it's an old gopher hole or anything, but I wasn't allowed in the house because he didn't like that I got on his ass for treating my mom like dirt and make her live in a disgusting pit of filth. So I had to live in that. There was no heat, no running water. There was electricity. It was parked next to the house and plugged into the house. And I used a little space heater on the floor. I know I said this in another video, but I'm going over it all again anyway. So, like I said, there were... Yeah, it got cold too. One time it got like 9 degrees below zero. Every winter, I spent 2 winters in there. And in winter, everything on the floor would freeze. I had a cat in there with me. Actually, I let a bunch of the cats that they kept outside come in and get warm because it was like below zero and stuff. This is the outside. See the metal roofing there? The neighbor used some of that money from scrapping the vehicles to put that up, put plywood under it because it used to rain in the house. This is the front of the property. Like I said, it's almost 2 acres. That's a mulberry tree. That's a cherry tree. It doesn't put out much because it's still kind of young, but it does put out cherries, and they're good. There used to be a bigger cherry tree, but it got hit by lightning, I think. Oh, no. Jack, Mom's husband, before he died, he had another one of those buildings. He built it right out here, and he forgot to secure it, and the wind blew it over and snapped their big old cherry tree in half. These trees, those trees, they put up as a windbreak, and those are some trees that were already here that are a windbreak. It's a farm next door. God, I hope you can hear me. That housing across the street there, it's actually relatively new. It's only in the last couple of years, and some of it was still going up when I came here. So that's the house. See, 27051. 27051. If you don't want to donate to me, maybe you want to buy the house. It's going up for sale, for auction, or whatever, to collect on what's owed on July 17th. I need money to survive until July 17th, and I need someone to buy the house so I can get out of here. All right, that's the end of this clip. And I'm saying that here so that I remember to edit and stop later. Okay.